Let's continue Be'ezer Hashem Hilchos Teshuvah, Shir number 34. In the middle of Aseres Yemei Teshuvah, this holy 10 days, 2 days after, or day after Rosh Hashana, or 2 days after Rosh Hashana, depends if it was Shabbos in the middle or not, comes the day of Tzom Gedalia, fasting that Gedalia ben Achikam was killed by Yishmael ben Esanya after the Churban of the first Bais, the Bais Rishon. Very strange why this comes in between Rosh Hashana and Yom Kippur, in the middle of Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. So the Rambam teaches us that Tzom Gedalia, like all fastings, is to bring us to Teshuvah, to think why happened this story years ago. Why did it happen? Because they did Averas, they didn't do Teshuvah, and look what happened to them. The Tzom Gedalia was a story that brought that there's no more Yidden in Eretz Yisrael for 52 years. No one didn't step over here. No one was over here. It was the only time in history. 52 years was no Yidden in Eretz Yisrael. So to think what happened, why did it happen, and to do Teshuvah, that it shouldn't happen again. So that's one idea that has to do with Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. There's another reason. We see in the Pasuk and Noishaya that Achar Kein Yoshuvu Bais Yisrael, then in the end of the Galus, after the exile, everything will go through all the tzares and all the pain of the Galus, will come big Yoshuvu Bais Yisrael. Klal Yisrael will do Teshuvah, will return, and then they will ask. Uvikshu es Hashem Eloheim. They will ask, they will look after HaKadosh Baruch Hu, try to come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ve'ez Dovid Malcolm, and try to come back to Malchus Bais Dovid, that Dovid shall be our king, king of Bais Dovid, shall be our king. Ve'noharu el Hashem ve'el tuvoi be'acharis hayomim, and we'll go back to the goodness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Rashi over there brings down on Tanchumeh that Shloisha Dvarim Mo'asu Israel. There was 3 things that Am Yisrael didn't want and pushed away. And the time of Rechavam, the son of Shlomo, of the great king Shlomo HaMelech, after Shlomo HaMelech, Klal Yisrael is separated into 2 kingdoms. There was the kingdom of Yehuda with 2 Shvatim, Yehuda and Binyamin, and the kingdom of the 10 tribes of Aseres HaShvatim. They all left. What happened was they had a fight with Rechavam, the son of Shlomo, and by this fight, so they called out, like the Navi says, Ein lanu chelek beDovid. We have no part, connection to Dovid, the house of Dovid HaMelech and his family. Veloi chelek veloi nachala Beven Yishai, we don't want a connection to the son of Yishai. You have Dovid HaMelech with his family and the kingdom that comes from this family. Ish lehahalav Israel. Everyone goes back to his own tent, to his own house. Yeah, everyone to his family. We don't want Dovid HaMelech with his family to rule upon us. We don't want them. That was the call of the Aseres HaShvatim at that time. And the Medrash tells us it's not only Ish le'olav Israel, it's Ish le'elohav Israel. They don't want more the Beis Hamikdash. They want to have the 2 Agalim and Beis El and Dan. They want to go back to Avodah Zarah, all the idols, all the mistakes that was before. And in the time of Dovid HaMelech, with Shlomo HaMelech, it became very strong. Everyone, only Yerushalayim, only Beis Hamikdash, and they want to go back to Avodah Zarah. What happened then is Shloisha Dvarim Mo'asu Yisrael Ba'os Hasha. 3 things that they pushed away in that time. Malchus Shamayim, because they want to go back to Avodah Zarah, so they pushed away Malchus Shamayim. Malchus Bais Dovid, the kingdom of Bais Dovid, they pushed away in that time because they want a different king. They're taking Yeravam ben Nevat to be the king instead of Rechavam ben Shlomo ben David. So they pushed away. They don't want Malchus Bais Dovid. And Beis Hamikdash, they leaving Beis Hamikdash and they're not coming back to Beis Hamikdash. And Mo'asu is Beis Hamikdash. Ve'ein Yisrael roim simen brache. Yidden will never have it good. Elo, only if they'll ask and pray for these 3 things. And that's what the pasuk is teaching us. Ve'achar kein yoshuvu Beis Yisrael. They'll do Teshuvah, and then what they will do when they do Teshuvah? Uvikshu es Hashem Eloheim. They'll ask for Malchus Shamayim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should rule upon them. Ve'ez Dovid Malcolm, and they'll ask for Dovid HaMelech. They'll ask for Mashiach ben Dovid from David's family to be the king. And they'll want back the Beis Hamikdash. And that's why you see also by the Sfardim, they say it in Vidui, by Mem, they say Moradnu b'Malchus Shamayim, Moradnu b'Malchut beDavid, Ma'asnu b'Beit HaMikdash, U'shloshtam anachnu mevakshim. We're asking for these 3 things that we then pushed away, we didn't want it, and that's why we're in such a bad situation, and we will ask back for it, and we'll get it back Be'ezer Hashem. Comes the day after Rosh Hashana. Rosh Hashana is the day that we say Malchus Shamayim, we want the kingdom from HaKadosh Baruch Hu upon us. A day after it, ask for Malchus Bais Dovid. Because Gedalia ben Achikam was the last, he wasn't a king even, but he was the last ruler upon Am Yisrael from this family. And from then, the family of Moshiach ben Dovid, the family of Dovid HaMelech, didn't come back to rule an Am Yisrael, to be a king on Am Yisrael. That's why we're crying and we're fasting to remember the pain that we lost Malchus Bais Dovid. And that's asking back for Dovid HaMelech. Comes Yom Kippur, and we ask the old-time Frau, avoid them Bais Hamikdash again and again, right? The very long Musaf with all the avoiders and everything. What was Bais Hamikdash? From Rosh Hashana, Tzom Gedalia, and Yom Kippur, we're asking for Malchus Shamayim, Malchus Bais Dovid, and Bais Hamikdash, and we will see Be'ezer Hashem a Siman Beracha, Geula Shleima, and Shana Tova u'Mesukah.